So I didn't want to make this video, but Claude is completely fucking it up right now. So first off, they nerfed their models. Claude Opus 4.6 is complete garbage right now. And we can see that with actual confirmation. We have benchmarks here where you can see that the Claude version from April 12 and probably even a few days prior is way worse performing than the version that we had before that. And this is not the only proof, but there's also people that tried this out. So we can see here Theo, he tried something, he used Claude Opus 4.5, the previous model, for something where you would normally just use their newest model because you want the best performance. But with Opus 4.5, it one-shotted the problem that Opus 4.6 were running around in circles on, and also, to be fair, GPT 5.4, but this is just showing that Claude made their model worse. But, I mean, just this, maybe they have a high demand right now, and even though they are not openly communicating it, well, I guess we gotta live with it. But now one thing that is annoying me so bad is that when you are using the Claude app, you can see here Opus 4.6 extended thinking enabled. And I just realized that when I send off a request, it automatically turns off the thinking. I can't turn it back on. So I can't use Claude Opus with thinking enabled. How can you do that? Like, you pay money for the plan and then you are not able to use it. So let me show you that. I will just tell it to write me a HTML website code for Stevie's repairs, just whatever. And now you see I send it off and it turned off the extended thinking. It just turns it off automatically. I can't turn it on. I turn it on again. Now let's just stop the request. If I write something again, okay, now it's turned on, but you saw for the first request, actually let me show you it in a new chat, because when I tried it out previously that also didn't work. So now here, extended thinking, I turn it off, turn it on again, and I say, hello. And it turns it off automatically. Like, this is unacceptable because you pay money for the plan, you have these terms, and suddenly they just switch it up, you know? They just do a switcheroo on you. And yeah, because this is so bad, and I would not suggest you to use Claude. Like, I ended my plan last month. I'm on the $20 per month plan. And I would suggest you to go with the Codex plan, because here one guy, he pointed out that on the $200 Codex subscription, you can get up to $1,400 of tokens per week. So you can basically spend over $4,000 of OpenAI credits on that $200 plan. And with Claude, it was similar before. Then they made like the limits way worse. And now they made even the model worse. So basically there's no reason to use Claude right now. And if you think like maybe you use it mainly for YouTube automation, like I use it mainly in that direction. But you see, for example, for script writing, first off, the Chinese models like Kimi K2.5 or GLM 5.1, they are slowly picking up, you know, like here at the top of the leaderboard, they are just behind Claude Opus 4.6. But now you see that GPT 5.4, which again you can get on the $200 plan, is just behind Sonnet 4.6. So basically there is not much difference, as you can see here, and it will write great scripts, because in the past we saw that ChatGPT wrote not good scripts, right? But now they are also picking up and they are getting better. And you can trust me, like with Claude 4.6, their nerfed version is probably way worse than even GLM 5.1. If you don't know, it's a Chinese model. What they're doing is also kind of bad. Like, you could get the max plan. I remember it was like a few $100s for the yearly plan of it just at Christmas last year. And now they are picking the price up to fit like those models like Anthropic Claude, you know, like the Claude coding plan, Claude Max. It's like almost the same price. Like Claude Max, it's 180 euros. And this one here, it's like almost the same, and you just get a Chinese model. I am on their light plan, which I just got a few days ago for $11. So they also like raised all the prices up. I wouldn't get it for that price, because with these Chinese models, you don't know what happens next. I would never log in on a yearly basis, even though in this case, yes, it would have been a good decision, but you don't know if next month there will be a new Chinese company with a new model, or maybe DeepSeek version 4 comes out and it blows everything out of the water. Maybe even be better than GPT 5.4, who knows? So I would not log in on the yearly, but like definitely don't log in on the yearly for this price. Like, it's pretty crazy what they're doing. Just now that they are like picking up with the benchmarks and suddenly they are doubling their prices. I think that's that quite shows that they don't have like a good incentive behind it, right? Like, people always praise them for opening their models, but in the end they all just want to make money. But you also always just want the cheapest price. what I would suggest you right now, so I saw that somebody, let me see, here made a post on that, the minimax plan. It's really cheap for what you're getting right now. Minimax M2.7 is quite a good model, and even though, like, say in 2 months a better model comes out, like a better and cheap model, but that doesn't make Minimax M2.7 worse. And also, like this year, Minimax M3, M4, who knows, will all come out. And the plan is really good priced right now. So if we have a look at that, I actually saved a post on that. So let me find that. You can see that the price for the plan is, okay, actually don't have it here, then let me look it up. It's only like $200-300 for a whole year, and you should definitely log in on that. I'm not sponsored or something like that, but just because I remember for the GLM plan, like on Christmas, you could have got it for so cheap, and I believe with Minimax it will be the same. Like maybe in a few months you will also pay double the price for the plan. Okay, I have a hard time finding the price right now. Let me see if I can see it here. Okay, why do they make it so hard? Okay, here is the price. Okay, this will be API pricing. No, token plan. That's what I'm looking for. So you see here, $50 per month, but I want to see the yearly price. Yeah, here, yearly. You can get the max for $500 per year. So basically like 2.5 months of the Claude Max plan, but then it's basically unlimited, right? Like can even generate 120 images per day. Okay, that's great. And yeah, definitely like I will buy either this plan or the Plus. Like even the Plus plan, it's basically unlimited if you don't go too crazy. And this model is really nice. You could use it in OpenClaw, for example, and you don't have like these issues that you currently have with the other plans, just because it's still priced cheaply. And again, like mark my words, in a few months, this will also, they will raise the price, I believe. So maybe log in on that. Definitely do not buy the Claude Max plan. At least right now, GPT is the way better option. And maybe in a month, I will go back to Claude if they just fix these issues. But what they are doing in the recent times, it's not good. I don't even support it from a business perspective, just lying to the customer like that. And Boris, the guy behind Claude Code, he tweeted a few weeks ago, I believe, that they would never make the model performance worse without like publicly announcing it. But now look what they did, right? So they can't even follow through with their principles. And yeah, I hope this video helped you out. Like I'm pretty much involved with these models because I always try to get the best bang for my buck. I have plans for all of those. So yeah, I can just give you a good insight on that. And just when it turned off the extended thinking, I said to myself, I gotta make a video on that, because like how can you do that and look in the mirror every morning, Amadei, like come on. I know he won't watch this video. Anyways, okay, my cortisol spike is over. I hope this video helped you out.